Okay, good morning again. So, pag-usapan naman natin about the human growth and development. Yung simula nung ikaw ay bata pa lang hanggang sa iyong pagtanda. Ano po? Yun ang ating pag-uusapan ngayong araw. So, start tayo sa adolescence. The period between childhood and adulthood. Ayan po. Ang adolescence ay iyong nakakaramdam ka na ng mga pagbabago sa iyong katawan simula nung ikaw ay bata at napapansin mong meron ng mga tumutubong alam na. Ano po? It is a time of transformation and numerous challenges. During this stage, physical growth is one of the prominent changes. Nagkakaroon na tayo ng mga balbon-balbon. Ayan po. May mga buhok-buhok na dyan na, mga tumutubo. Children grow fast and their bodies change. At nagbabago na din ang ating pangangatawan. Mas lalong nagiging matikas. Ano po? Mas lalong nagiging malaki. Sa mga dalaga naman, tumatangkad. Ano yan? During adolescence, your mental, hindi lang yung physical, may nagbabago din sa ating mental o sa pag-iisip, sa emotional, sa nararamdaman, and social life, sa pakikitungo sa ibang tao. Also undergo transformation. Ano pa? These changes are normal. The start of adolescence is marked by the onset of puberty. The time when a person begins to develop certain traits of adults of his or her gender. Okay? So, puberty naman, ito yung tinutukoy ko kanina. Ayan. Sa mga kalalakihan, may tumutubo ng Adam's apple and also mga balbas. Ano po? Refers to the period during which changes occur to the reproductive system. It is the time when a person becomes capable of reproduction. Puberty varies from person to person but usually begins between the ages of 12 and 18. Ano po? Nagsisimula siya sa age 12 and 18. The phase of growth and development may be unique for each one, but the pattern of change is similar for all. This is for a variety of body sizes and shapes among adolescents. Okay po? Dito sa puberty, sa mga babae, nagre-reproduce na po, maaari na tayong mabuntis kapag during our puberty. Ano po? Kasi, dito sa mga kababaihan, ito ay nagkakaroon na tayo ng menstruation. And sa mga kalalakihan naman, yung age of 12, maaari na kayong magpatuloy. The varying growth rates experienced by children of this age mean that there is no exact timetable for the changes. Some develop adult physical characteristics earlier than others. So, yung iba, before 12 pa lang, ay nakikita na ang kanilang puberty stage. Ano po? Just keep in mind that even though each adolescent is unique, he or she will experience the same pattern or changes that are normal for all. So, normal po yun. Ano po? Normal na nangyayari yun sa atin. Okay? Stages of growth and development. Before focusing on adolescence, let us first have a general overview of growth and development from infancy to old age. Simula nung bata pa kayo hanggang sa tumatanda na. Ano po? Each stage of growth and development is accompanied by certain development milestone. These are events that need to happen for a person to continue to grow into a mature adult. Many transitions or critical changes occur at all stages of life. Okay? Start tayo sa infancy. During the first 2 years of life or the stage of infancy, ayan po, 0 to 2 years old, a child displays tremendous growth. Increased physical coordination and mental development are observed in this stage. So, kapag ipinanganak pa lang tayo, 'di ba, wala pa tayong kamuwang-muwang, hindi pa tayo kayang tumayo. So din sa stage na 'to, hindi pa tayo nakakapagsalita, dito siya madidevelop sa infancy. It increase in general, infants double their birth weight by 5 months and triple their weight by year 1. Ayan, noong simula nung ikaw ay maipanganak, After 5 months, mas lalong nadodouble ang iyong timbang. At kapag naman ikaw ay naging 1-year-old na, mas lalo pang naging triple ang timbang mo simula nang ikaw ay ipinanganak. By 2 years of age, 2 years old ka na, infants weighs 4 times their birth weight. Mas lalo pang bumibigat. And also, mas lalo din kayong tumatangkad habang tumatagal. By this time, infants can control their limbs. Ayan. Kapag mas tumangkad ka na at mas lalong bumigat ang katawan mo at mas lalong na-develop ang buo mong katawan, ikaw ay, mas lalo nang nagiging matibay ang inyong mga paa at kaya mo nang mag-roll over, mag-crawl, sit, and walk. By the end of infancy, the first word are usually uttered. Nakakapagsalita na, pero hindi pa yung diretso, yung mama. Ganun pa lang. Yung hindi pa makakapagsalita ng sentence, pero nakakapagsalita ka na ng mga simpleng words. During infancy, a child can open and close his or her hands. Kaya minsan, close, open, tinuturuan natin yung mga bata. Close, open na ngaya. Imitate new word sound. Ayan, yung mga bata, 0 to 2 years old, ginagaya nila yung tunog ng nakapaligid sa kanila. And walk a few steps. Infants also form a strong attachment to parents kasi nga, hindi pa siya masyadong, nag-explore pa lang siya at hindi pa siya aware doon sa kanyang nakapaligid sa kanya. Kaya minsan, 0 to 2 years old ay masyado pa pong attached sa kanyang mga magulang. It begin to smile and long for companionship. Ang mga batang 0 to 2, ang gusto niya ay lagi siyang mayroong kasama at meron siyang kalaro. Kaya napansin niyo po, ang hilig magpakarga ng mga batang ganito pa lang yung edad, di ba po? They enjoy the company of other children and may show strong likes and dislikes to peoples and things. Okay, so let's come now to childhood. It is ages ages 1 to 3. The stage of growth and development between infancy and adolescence. Childhood yan, between nung bata ka pa at sa iyong pag-adolescence. Childhood years are a period of relatively steady physical growth. During this stage, children develop the ability to reason and solve problems. Early childhood ranges from ages 1 to 3. At this stage, children walk well, pick up objects without losing balance. Hindi ka na matutumba dito sa age na to, sa childhood. Draw pictures that are recognizable. Ayan, sa mga panahong ito, kaya mo nang mag-drawing ng mga tao-tao, ng mga hayop-hayop. Ayan po. And may wish to help other adults. Kaya mo nang tumulong sa nakakatanda, may mga household chores ka nang kayang gawin dito sa childhood stage. They begin to desire approval and may be bothered by fears. They often take part in group activities. Middle childhood is from ages 4 to 6. Kanina, early childhood from 1 to 3 and in middle childhood naman, ages 4 to 6. Children in middle childhood can dress and undress themselves. So, sa age na po nito, kaya mo na pong magbihis mag-isa at kaya mo na ding magtanggal ng damit. They use utensils to eat food. Nakakagamit ka na rin ng kutsara at tinidor and are more independent. They are eager to explore the world and love hearing words of praise and approval. Ito, sa stage naman na ito ay gustong mas lalo silang pinapalakpakan o mas lalo silang ini-encourage dapat. Self-confidence, yan. Kasi nga, kapag mas lalo mong ini-encourage o mas lalo mong pinupuri ang bata sa age na to, ay nagkakaroon siya ng self-confidence. Hindi siya masyadong magiging mahiyain and formation of friendship begin. At mas lalo siyang magiging palakaibiganin. These children become more talkative and outgoing. Masyadong matanong ang ages na to, and they may want to do things their way but respect other people's belongings. Dito naman sa late childhood, ages 7 to 12, during this stage, school becomes a vital part of a child's life. O, ito na yung mag-aaral ka na. They learn to get along with their peers. And they develop a conscience or a sense of right and wrong. Alam mo na yung tama at mali. Ano po? At nakukonsensya ka na din sa mga bagay na nagagawa mong mali. Ano? Dito na may aware ka na. Aware ka na sa iyo, sa nakapaligid sa iyo. Puberty and sensitivity about the body may begin. Ayan, magsisimula ng tumubo yung inyong mga pimples, yung mga buhok sa kilikili. Ayan. These children become more aware of deeper friendships, and their relationships with their parents might change. Ano po, sa stages na po ito, minsan ay hindi na tayo masyadong attached sa ating mga parents, and nagiging sensitive na tayo sa ating mga sasabihin. Minsan nga kapag may mga problems tayo, hindi na natin sinasabi. They begin facing moral decisions because pressures from peers become stronger. Ayan. Okay, let's come now to the adolescence. Sabi ko kanina, nag-start sa late childhood, nag-start ng ang inyong puberty, and dito sa adolescence stage follows childhood, you have already learned some things about adolescence. Tumatanda ka na. Ano po? Kayo, nasa stage na kayo ng adolescence right now. So, a deeper look into the changes that occur during this stage will be given in a later section. Okay? After adolescence, between the ages of 18 and 21, a person reaches adulthood. Ayan. By this time, the body organs have fully developed and the body performance is at its peak. As an adult ages, the body continues to undergo many distinct changes. Body functions become slower, the skin loses some of its elasticity, and less pigment is produced in the hair follicles, leading to white hair. Ano po, mga tintubuan tayo, mga white hair dyan. Pero yung iba po, yung iba wala pa naman. So, bones become thinner and more brittle, so the risk of fracture or break in bone increases. An adult's stature may shorten as he or she ages, become the disc between the vertebrates or spinal cords compress and eventually collapse as a result of osteoporosis. So dito po sa age na to, sa adulthood, dapat ay nag-iingat na tayo sa mga bagay na ating gagawin sapagkat nagsisimula ng maging marupok ang ating mga puso. Hindi. Nagiging magsimula ng marupok ang ating mga buto. Osteoporosis is a medical condition that makes bones brittle and more likely to break. Vision and hearing may also diminish. Humihina na din ang ating mga paningin sa adulthood stage. However, many adults continue to be physically and mentally active. Magiging physically and mentally active lang po kayo kapag meron kayong exercise. Healthy ang inyong katawan. Kumakain kayo ng tamang pagkain. When an adult reaches old age to 60 to 65 years old, ayan, senior ka na, they have an opportunity to reflect on their life and accomplishment. These adults are often called senior citizen. Like what I've said, at this stage, most adults look back and review the events of their lives. Ayan, nagmumuni-muni ka na dito sa stage na to. Nagbumuni-muni ka na sa mga nangyari sa iyo noong ikaw ay bata pa. Ganito ngaya ako dati. Ayan, handa na ba kayong maging adult? Okay. So, many attain a sense of fulfillment. Maraming mga adult ang fulfilled na doon sa kanilang mga achievement sa buhay, pero meron ding may kulang pa daw sa kanilang buhay. For a number of them, old age is a time of contribution to their family and to society. Ito na yung stage na hindi na ang iniisip mo magliwalin sa buhay, kundi ikaw ay maging stable na sa buhay. Ano pa? And they serve as volunteers in the community. Okay, so let's discuss about the physical changes during puberty. Your body has chemical substance that help regulate many of its functions. These chemical substances are called hormones. Ano po? Males produce the hormone testosterone, whereas females produce the hormones estrogen and progesterone. These chemicals are responsible for changes that takes place in teenagers during puberty. The development of sex characteristic is one of the most significant body changes that occur during puberty. These characteristics are related to a person's sex. Primary sex characteristic refers to the production of male and female reproductive system. Ano po? Mas madali sa mga girls, mas madali na silang mag-produce ng kanilang mga egg cells, and also for the males naman ay ganun din. The reproductive cells or gametes in males are called sperm. Ano po? Sperm production begins at puberty. Once a male reaches puberty, each day millions of sperm cells are produced in his testes. A male reproductive organ, sperm production continues throughout adulthood. Meanwhile, female gametes are called egg cells or ova. These are produced by the ovaries, which are female reproductive organ. At birth, the body of female already contains all the eggs she will ever produce. These eggs, simula pa nung bata ka pa lang, ay meron ka na nito, pero dito ay mas lalo pa, dito sa stage ng puberty, mas lalo pa itong nadidevelop. These eggs do not mature until puberty begins with the onset of ovulation. In this process, one of the two ovaries releases a ripened egg about once a month. The onset of sperm production for males or ovulation for females tells you that you have become sexually mature and are already able to reproduce. Okay, dito naman tayo sa secondary sex characteristic. Physical attributes that develop during puberty but are not directly involved in reproduction. Kung doon sa first sex doon sa unang sex characteristic ay ito ay for reproduction. Dito naman sa secondary sex characteristic, it includes the body parts that undergo changes during puberty. Ito yung mga pagbabago sa iyong katawan. Yan, yung tinutubuan ka na ng mga buhok, may mga buhok-buhok na dyan, kung saan-saan. Ano po? The development of this characteristic are driven by sex hormones. Sa mga hormones din po yan. The exact age of development is unique for each adolescent. In addition, these changes do not occur overnight but gradually develop over several months or even years. Ano po? Hindi lang siya magdamag nangyayari. Ano po? Buwan-buwan. And years goes by. Ano po? Okay. The following are the secondary sex characteristic observed in females. Develop or enlarged breast. Lumalaki na ang ating mga breast. Narrowed waistline. Mas lalong kumukurba ang ating mga waist. Widened hips. Ayan. Mas lalong lumalapad ang ating mga hips. Increased body fat. Ayan, tumataba na rin tayo in certain areas such as the hips. Ayan, mas lalong lumalaki yung ating mga hips and also our legs sa female. Sa males naman, deepened voice, nagiging lagong, ano po, facial hair, yan. Tumutubo na yung mga bigote ng mga lalaki. Develop muscle, yan, nagkaka-abs na, malaki na yung mga muscle. And broadened shoulders. Yun na nga, mas lang lumalaki yung mga muscle natin nyo dyan sa shoulders nyo. Okay. Secondary sex characteristic that can be seen in both males and females includes body hair in the armpits, yun na nga, mga buhok sa kilikili and genital area, increased perspiration, and complete permanent teeth. Ayan, mas nagiging kompleto ang ating mga ngipin. Ayan. Okay, let's come now to the mental and emotional changes in puberty. Sa mga feelings naman, nagbabago po yan. During adolescence, your brain is changing too. At 6 years old, a child's brain is about 95% of the size it will be when the child becomes an adult. During adolescence, the cerebrum, which is the largest part of the brain, continues to develop. This brain development increases memory as well as the ability to reason and come up with solution. In addition, while a child sees only a limited number of solutions to any given problem, adolescents become more capable in solving problems in more logical ways. Teenagers learn to anticipate the consequences of an action and to understand different points of view logically. So, emotional changes is also prominent in the adolescent years. Mas nagiging sensitive na ang ating emotional feelings. You might start to look outward. Minsan, iniisip mong down na down ka na. Ano po, hindi katulad nung bata pa tayo na ang iniisip lang natin ay kumain ng kumain at sana mayroong candy. Ano po? So, dito sa stage na to ng puberty, meron ka ng iba pang iniisip bukod doon. Ano po? You may begin to search for meaning in life and ask who you really are. Personal values may also change during puberty. For example, you may question the loyalty of your friends, volunteer in charity work to widen your experience of life, and disagree with your parents at times about issues such as dating and curfews. Dito naman tayo sa social changes in puberty. You also experience social changes during adolescence. Your friends become a big part of your social life. Ayan, mas attached ka na doon sa kaibigan mo kaysa sa parents mo. Ano po? As you attend classes and extracurricular activities, you meet friends with the same interests as well as people from various cultural and social backgrounds. These events can enrich your life. You may also experience peer pressure. Minsan na-experience mo na dito na makipagkompetensya sa iba mong kaibigan, sa iyong mga kaklase, wherein your peers challenge your sense of right and wrong. For example, your peer may ask you to try a puff of cigarette, yet you know that smoking is dangerous to your health. This is time for you to practice your decision-making skills, especially when an issue is against your own personal values. Strong friendship begin when you realize that you share similar goals, values, and experiences with others. Ano po? So, dapat, kapag nasa stage ka na to, ay alam mo na kung alin ba yung tama at mali para hindi ka magkamali ng iyong desisyon sa buhay. Ano po? Okay, so that's the end of our lesson. Thank you for listening.